What is going on, guys? I don't even know. I want to go over this game again. There's really not much more to say about it. I woke up this morning and I said to myself, there is some lingering issues between the Eagles right now, and it's just getting worse. We look like how we looked like week one against the Washington football team. We've actually went backwards after playing actually a few good weeks of football. This problem is between Carson Wentz and Doug Peterson. Not just because of the quarterback play and the play calling, but when Carson Wentz makes mistakes, Carson Wentz isn't held accountable by Doug Peterson. Doug Peterson and Carson Wentz really don't even talk. I never really see them intervene with each other when Carson Wentz messes up a play this badly. Okay? And when he causes turnovers, it's not good. 4 turnovers, 2 fumbles by Carson Wentz, plus 2 picks, 12 picks for the year. The worst I've ever seen an Eagles quarterback go. At this point, it's not good. Is Doug holding Carson Wentz accountable? No. Is Doug holding himself accountable? No. Not at all. It's getting really tiring to watch this, and this is an example right here. This is a clip from E-Rock. Shout out to E-Rock that was at the game. And 2 guys were open at the sticks. Jalen Reagor and Greg Ward were open right at the sticks. Dallas pretty much blitzed everybody with the linebackers as well. And Carson Wentz had about probably 5 to 5.5 seconds to throw this ball. And he just holds on to it with one hand while he's getting hit. Fumbles the football. This was the second fumble of the game. You can't do this. Jalen Reagor turns his head, and he would have been out. He would have been out. With that speed he has, he would have turned the corner. If that pass was perfectly in his hands, would have been out. Greg Ward would have got that ball right there. Would have got a good amount of yards right there. Not bad. Big, nice little chunk. No, not a big deal. But we can't even throw the ball over 20 yards. And if we throw the ball over 20 yards, it's a deep pass with John Hightower being 1.5 miles far down the field. And that's all you're getting out of it. That's all you get out of this play. And there's so many more plays other than this. But it's the same every week. There's no moving piece to this. There's no one's taking accountability of this offense. Like, it's literally a pat on the back for both head coach Doug Peterson and Carson Wentz, and we live to see another week. And Doug said at this press conference pretty much like, we just need to execute better. I'm tired of hearing that every single week. I'm tired of it. Like, it's not just the execution. The way you're trying to execute these plays is not working. Your quarterback is in trouble. Your quarterback that's getting paid over $100 million is in trouble, is not playing up to par. This win did not feel like a win at all. It didn't even feel like a rivalry game. I wasn't really amped up for this as much as other people were. I really wasn't even amped up for this game just because of what was in this game between Ben DiNucci that played as bad as Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz ranks last in the league, throwing percentage, completion percentage, not throwing percentage, completion percentage, QBR. I mean, you name it, 31st to 29th in the league in pretty much everything. He is the worst quarterback in the league right now. Statistic-wise, he's the worst. Our record shows it. And the one thing I got to say is this. There is no doubt in my mind that the Eagles have fight. The Eagles have a lot of fight. This team has a lot of fight. But Carson does not let the play work for him. All this guy does every single play is try to make some big play, holds onto the ball for too long, but he doesn't be held accountable for what he does. Now, do I believe in pretty much benching him? Not really, but at the same time, like, you got to roll with it. To be honest, Eagle fans, we're going to have to just roll with what's going on here because nothing is going to change. This offense is not going to change. This is going to be what we're seeing the rest of the year. And if you're hoping to God that something gets fixed, it's not. No trade deadline is going to change this team, period. Okay? I thought Jordan Mailata had trouble at right tackle. I thought he had a lot of trouble at right tackle, which is obvious because he's never played right tackle in an NFL game, period. And that's what happens. Jason Peters goes down for a play, comes back. I don't even want him here. What are they going to do next week? Lane Johnson's going to come back. I mean, after the bye, Lane Johnson's going to come back. Jordan Mailata's going to see no more reps. It's just, we're doing everything backwards. Everything backwards. Jordan Mailata, he might not even be good next year now because now he's going to miss a lot of time. This bye week just helped Lane Johnson and Jason Peters play the rest of the year, pretty much. The route combinations they have these guys doing are horrible, and there was a lot of plays where they have a two receiver set. They both go on go routes. Carson Wentz is pretty much trying to keep the play alive, and there's nobody in a big open area. There's no safety valve. There's no running back getting a pass. There's nothing. Like literally, I don't know what the time these two guys running go routes go up the field. Carson Wentz is sitting there, and these guys aren't even done with their route yet. It's not their fault, but it's the route combinations for a certain play. To a point where Jason Huntley was at running back. They do a play action to him. They fake the run, and Jason Huntley and Carson Wentz are on total opposite sides. Carson's faking the pass, faking the handoff to his left, and Jason Huntley is running on his right. So what is the problem with this offense? I already know the answer. I think I've seen enough this year. I think I already know the answer to that. Doug Peterson, play calling, Carson Wentz, just so on and off every game. Then at halftime, I'm hearing Doug Peterson say, oh, Carson's just got to be Carson. So is Carson really have control of this offense and he's really playing that bad? Is that the case? Is that what we're seeing right now? Because obviously right now, I don't know what to even think at this point. As soon as I heard Doug say, oh, Carson's just got to be Carson. So maybe Doug is letting him do his own thing out there. Maybe I figured Carson Wentz was handicapped. Maybe they were handicapping him. They were making more of a pocket passer guy. They were forcing things on him he didn't want to do. But maybe that's not the case now. Maybe Carson Wentz actually just is not good. And you know what? I've been the most critical of Carson Wentz. I've always wanted this guy to succeed. But like I said a million times this year, Carson Wentz has not been the same after 2017. And, 18, I gave it a pass. 19, I said at the end of the year, okay, that's good. And then come this year, it's hell or high water. It's literally Wentz trying to do so much in one play. It's embarrassing. This team is embarrassing. The defense, you know what? The defense has screwed up a good amount of times, but that's because they had the wrong guys on the field. But to be honest with you right now, Wentz I can't stand watching him anymore. It hurts to watch because this guy, the first time he got, he pretty much fumbled the ball. It's second down, and this guy's just standing there like a hit dummy, standing there with the ball in his hand in one spot with his legs together. He's literally just standing there, and he gets hit. He's just waiting to get hit. Loses the ball. And if you're about to get hit, at least hold the ball with two hands. Don't even do that. He tries to throw. He one-hands it because he's trying to throw the ball out of bounds while he's getting hit. He's trying to evade so much time and literally cause so much time to throw that football out of bounds if he can't find anybody. And you can't do that every single play. You just can't do that. And this is a prime example. When guys are open, no idea what's going on. No idea. Jalen Reagor wide open. Greg Ward wide open at the sticks. Nothing. Period. I think that's Hightower or Fulgham up there. I can't really tell. It looks like Fulgham up there taking the outside corner out of the play. And look what you have. Reagor wide open. He catches that ball perfectly. If that ball is thrown on him perfectly, he runs upfield for a huge chunk. Might even be a touchdown at this point. So honestly, guys, I really don't know what to say to this. Doug is not taking accountability. Carson Wentz is taking accountability, but he says the same thing every week. And you know what? Something has to be done. Something has to be done. And I'm not saying bench the guy for 10 games, but you know what? Something has got to happen. Somebody has got to... there's got to be some type of punishment for this because we can't allow to watch this and see this. It's a total joke. Like, we don't deserve to be first in the NFC East, and trust me, it's not going to last long. We could easily lose against the Browns. We can easily lose against the Giants. Plus, we have the damn Saints, the Seahawks, the Arizona Cardinals, the Green Bay Packers. This team is not going to play well. This Cowboys team literally decimated their roster days before this game started. Decimated their roster. They have no defensive line. They have no, other than their linebackers, that's pretty much it. Trevon Diggs looked like an all-star out there because Wentz is throwing such inaccurate passes. And I don't even care about if it's snowing, raining, wind. I don't care at this point. But if that was the case with the weather, then why even throw it that far downfield? Why don't you make another play where it's at least a 30-yard, 40-yard pass instead of something that's 80, 90 yards down the field at this point? Doug should be ashamed of himself. Carson Wentz should be ashamed of himself. And the fact of the matter is, at the end of the day, when Carson Wentz messes up in a game, these two, between Doug and Carson, they do not talk. They do not reconcile with each other. They don't say a word to each other. Like, they just kind of, blow it off, kind of sweep it under the rug and say, whatever. It's whatever. But to us, it's not whatever. This is a huge problem, and they better fix it. And they're not going to fix it. I don't know why I'm even saying they're going to fix it, because they're not going to fix it. It's going to be the same every single week. I'm telling you right now, we get killed by other teams. We get massacred by Arizona, Seattle, Green Bay, the Saints. It's really going to show to Jeffrey Lurie what's going on, because I hope to God that changes are made. Doug doesn't give up play calling after this year. I'm telling you right now, goodbye, see you later. I'm done. I'm done with this quarterback, too, because if he keeps doing this as much as he has been doing, I'm surprised I haven't quit on him yet, because the more he does this, the more I'm going to want him gone after this year as well. Sorry to say. But that's the truth. I'm not going to be one of those Eagles fans that say, oh, well, next year's going to be our year. Carson will play better next year. Nah, he ain't going to play better next year. Carson Wentz is healthy. Carson Wentz has been hit so many times this year, I don't even know what to say anymore. So at this point, not sure what to even say. I'm kind of done, to be honest with you. If Carson and Doug don't get their stuff together, look, we might be stuck with Carson until 2022, at least, until that money goes down and we have enough, wiggle room to get him out of here. And I can't believe I'm saying that, because I don't want him gone. But how can you watch this quarterback play like this? How can you watch him hold on to the ball? And literally, he tries to make a big play every single play. He tries to be Mr. Hero. And on top of everything else, what made him so soft? I think Carson Wentz is so soft to the point where he was laughing with a Cowboys player on the field and like, dude, this is a division game, and you're just like, maybe after the game, that's fine, when everyone just rejoices after the game. But my God, like, you're laughing with a Cowboys player. You're acting like, it's just a walk in the park type game, and you're messing up, and you're just being so soft. So soft. It really makes me mad. But other than that, that's how I feel today. I'm not happy over this win. I'm glad we won. Yeah, hoorah. Yeah, great. We're up. We're first place in the NFC East. Big deal. Eagles need this bye week anyway. And this bye week is going to screw everything up, because now Jason Peters is going to play left tackle. Lane Johnson's going to come back. Jordan Malaz is going to sit in the back end. And that's it. So it is what it is. No one wants to take accountability. That's fine. Let your season go down the damn drain. I don't care, because there's nothing I could do. All I could do is talk about it and say what to fix and what not to fix. But other than that, they could do whatever the hell they want. At this point, don't even care.